So now coming to the topic of source of funds and loans, and Brandon, I'll first come to you. Can investors, first of all, can they use money that they've earned in the United States or loans against assets in the United States?
Yeah, the answer to both questions is yes, they can.
Great. Now, in terms of loans, is it only that they can use secured loans or unsecured loans are also allowed?
Unsecured loans are also allowed. There was I think this court decision maybe 5, 6 years ago. Chang, don't quote me on that, but basically it allowed investors to use unsecured loans toward lawful source of funds. Now, keep in
Brandon's
mind,
right. Matter of Zhang.
all right. Now, but keep in mind, just because something's legally permissible doesn't mean that USCIS ultimately likes it, especially when they lose in court over the issue. So, while unsecured loans are permissible, expect USCIS to examine the loan agreement very, very thoroughly and ask questions if they deem necessary.
Got it. And do these loans have to be from a licensed financial institution or can they be from individuals, friends, or family?
Yeah, I mean, my personal opinion is that, if what people do in, private transactions is up to them, but don't do quote unquote loans between friends and family. Just structure it as a gift. And then if you decide later, with a good conscience to repay the gift, that's your decision. USCIS, do that outside the EB-5. But, anything between friends and family, in my opinion, should be structured as an irrevocable gift to, better portray it to USCIS.
And just to add to Brandon, I think regardless of whether you do a gift or a loan between friends and families, pick a friend or family member that's going to be okay disclosing their financial information. Right. Because they're the ones you are going to have to do a complete source of funds analysis or where they got the funds that they are loaning or gifting to you. We have run into issues where people have taken gifts and now that friend doesn't want to provide their tax returns, doesn't want to provide their W-2 income statements or bank statements, and it causes some real issues. So pick a good friend first.
Yeah, I'm more inclined to, I also bring this issue up and I'm inclined to try, if possible, to have a conversation with that friend or relative who's basically gifting the money to tell them, look, once you jump into the swimming pool, you're going to finish the race. You're not going to just back out on my client when there's an RFE and say, I've given you what you needed, now you're on your own. Or even worse, and I think we've all seen that. Brothers may have given each other a gift and now they're suing each other in criminal court. They're not even talking to each other. Forget about documentation. You'd be lucky if they don't go out and malign you on the other side. So there's just a whole bunch of issues. And what Brandon and Niral and I see on a regular basis does make us worry about these gifts from friends and family.
I will say this, that obviously it is okay to take a loan. Yes, not recommended. We recently had like 3 or 4 approvals, and I know these are like family, friends, and extended family that did it through a loan from another friend or family. One thing to remember is that there is an IRS prescribed interest rate that needs to be charged. It cannot be an interest-free loan. So when you're taking a loan from someone within the United States, it should not be an interest-free loan. That is something to remember, and that adds to the legitimacy of the loan as well. And obviously, the source of funds have to be properly documented for the loan, and there needs to be a repayment period. Like you need to be on the hook for it. So you have to meet these requirements. Again, if you can avoid it, great. If not, there are ways to go about it and get an approval.